really busy year for Jeep. I don't think we've slept, but thankfully things are going pretty good so far, and we've got a lot of exciting things to share with you today with the 2014 Jeep Cherokee. You know, if you think about it, we're just coming off our best year ever of sales of over 700,000 units across the world, and we're actually holding serve coming into August. We're basically flat with sales around the world for Jeep through August, and we're doing that without a midsize SUV. You know, we've basically been out of Liberties for a year, and all of the other Jeep vehicles are doing some pretty heavy lifting. So you've got Grand Cherokee, our most awarded SUV ever. Sales are up 30 and 40% every month since we've had that in market. Compass and Patriot, we renewed and put a new 6-speed automatic transmission in it. They just had their best month ever, well over 10,000 units of Compass and Patriot. So they're really doing well in the marketplace. Wrangler, of course, it just depends on which month and how many of them we have available. It depends on how big the record Wrangler is continuing to set for us. And you know, right beside it in Toledo, because the Jeep Cherokee is now also going to be built in Toledo. We've got a great new addition with a midsize SUV. It's really important to us at Jeep because the midsize SUV segment is huge here in America. Almost twice that of the Grand Cherokee SUV segment. So the midsize SUV is about 1.7 million units. And really, you know, we've become a bit of a bit player with Liberty because of its ride and handling and fuel economy. It was a great 4x4, but it had lost its way with what the customers were looking for in the midsize SUV segment. So when we sat down to say, okay, what is this all-new Cherokee going to be, we really took a lot of time to say we needed to be a Jeep, right? So the vehicle needed to be a pure Jeep 4x4 and it needed to be best in class by far. To be true to its name and to be true to its brand, that was a given. And I can tell you, having bumped this down the Rubicon Trail, it is a true Jeep. It is really cool. We've had it running a couple trails out in Moab as well, and you'll experience it here this afternoon. This vehicle is a true Jeep. But more important for that segment, we knew we had to make sure that they got the fuel economy that they wanted. So, you know, 31 miles per gallon is a great result for a vehicle that is so capable, and now we can deliver 31 miles per gallon. We do that courtesy of a new 2.4 liter. We also have an optional 3.2 liter V6 as well, so if a customer wants to opt up to more towing or more power or more performance, they can with the V6. We're one of the only left in the segment that lets the customers do that. But those two kind of goals collided. So the way to do it is we have some really good technology. So a 9-speed transmission gets us a great crawl ratio, gets us great 4-wheel drive capability, and it also gets us great fuel economy. The new 9-speed, which is now an industry first, coming to the marketplace with that. The other things that we wanted was really good ride and handling. The customers were demanding almost car-like ride and handling for the midsize SUV segment. So we built it off the new CUS-wide platform, and great torsional rigidity, great suspension setup for the independent front and rear suspension. The guys will show you the details, but you'll experience it today as we're driving up through the twisties. The vehicle does actually drive like a car, and it's an SUV. So the other thing that's really important to the customers that we looked at for the program was safety. So some of the things you would just expect on the safety side, like 10 airbags, you know, voice texting, Uconnect phone, all of that stuff is all standard. But we've also got you know, great technology that we've linked into this vehicle. So when you take a look at the technology, you have a nice 7-inch TFT, the 8.4 touchscreen, Uconnect system. Klaus will take you through how that is all set up in the interior. But we've also got some really nice unexpected technology that you'll be able to experience today with blind spot, cross path detection. We've also got parallel park, an industry first perpendicular park. So there's a lot of good technology that's almost even unexpected for the midsize SUV that you guys will be able to experience today. You know, the safety and the technology you'll be able to experience along the route. And then the most important thing that we will do with you today that no one else will in this segment, and arguably in the industry, is we'll take you to some pretty crazy off-roading. So we're going to run you down through a canyon and then up a hill to really get you the chance to experience the Trail Hawk in its natural form. So it'll be a lot of fun. These vehicles start with a sport model. We have a sport, a latitude, a limited, and of course the Trailhawk, the purpose-built four-wheel drive model. Sport starts at $22,995. So great content value when you consider 10 airbags, 9-speed automatic. All of that stuff is standard on the Sport. This is a Latitude model, and we expect that the Latitude will run, as the highest runner in the range. So please make sure you get a little bit of time in one of the Latitudes. You can get a Latitude in both the 4-cylinder and the 6-cylinder. All of the range comes in both front-wheel drive and 4x4, with the exception of Trailhawk, which is 4x4 only. Sport starts at $22,995, as I said. So for $1,500 more, you get a Latitude, and you can see the Latitude upgrades are a little more chrome, roof rack. You've got aluminum wheels. You've got the fog lights from the outside, as well as sunscreen glass, so you can clearly differentiate it as a Latitude. Inside, you get this really neat storage compartment in the front seat, leather-wrapped steering wheel, audio controls, some nice soft touches inside as well. And then the Limited comes in at $27,995. So, like all Limited Jeep vehicles, you'd expect leather seats, heated seats, nice polished wheels, lots of chrome on the outside, memory seats, the 8.4 touchscreen, 7-inch TFT, fully configurable, all of the stuff that you'd expect in a luxury vehicle. So that's the Limited. The Limited in 4x4 form is $29,995. So four-wheel drive is available everywhere for $2,000. And the Trailhawk, because it only comes in four-wheel drive, it's $29,495. So it doesn't come with full leather. You'll see there's a leather and cloth trim seat in it, but it does come with all of the four-wheel drive hardware that the guys have mentioned. So an extra inch of lift, the 32, 22, 30 approach, breakover, and departure angles, all of the traction you need with the Firestone all-terrain tires. So you'll really be able to take that and push it to its limits. That's what it's all about. It needs to prove that it's a Jeep, and you'll be able to have fun with that off-road here today.